How can you do nothing? Doing nothing is when your actions are in such alignment with the universal process and the universal flow of life that the momentum of the process of life carries you through the action to where your will is in such alignment with the universal will that there is no separation. Thus, you have no will because everything is one. In oneness, you have no personal will. It's a part of the grand scheme. So, your movements when you are in alignment will be effortless. They will be just like a trance. They will be more so a memory than you having to try. Whenever you have to try, that is you going against the natural process of life. It's just like when you work out at a certain time and you can utilize and metabolize that experience. And the same thing with food is you can utilize and metabolize that experience in a certain window. And when you go against that by working against your own internal rhythms, you work against everything, the whole flow of life. And it's just like an ant jumping out of line. You will be crushed by life. And that's just the accord of the Tao. It's not about right or wrong or good or evil or anything. That's not personal. It's just that there's a natural flow that you can make yourself aware of if you afford yourself that perspective. And if you are to align your will with that, every single movement you make will be effortless. Thus, your life will be effortless because it's in accord with the flow of life. You're already in that momentum to where there's no separation between your momentum and your will and the overall will and momentum of life itself. Only way to do that is to get in touch with the breath. Of course, you're going to balance the elements, get back to homeostasis, get back to the void state where there is no need. Because the more you succumb to anything external, the more you feed into the finite, the more you feed into the battle of yin and yang, the more you go outward. The more you go internal is the more eternal. So it's an endless well. That's the true identity. So if we're thinking an infinite identity, there's no beginning or ending to infinite. So there's no need. There's no this or that. It's totally infinite. It's all one. So as you have these phantoms of anxiety and these phantoms of fear and hope, those are deriving from these thoughts that come through the body that you are identifying with and trying to own. So as you try to hold on to and understand, because you get under something to stand under it and hold it, as you do that, you begin to lose yourself because you're not in alignment, you're not in accord with the flow of life. And that's how you stay immortal. That's how you stay. It's just like taking the trade winds around the world. How you if you stay with the flow of things, it'll be more effortless. If you go against it, you get what comes with that. You can exhibit your will and go against it. You can see what comes of that. You can live in pain. You know, and pain is a language. Anxiety is a pain language. Depression, these are all different languages of pain. So that's just the reality of the matter there. So R Bud Vegan on Amazon for the paperbacks and ebooks, and ROYALT512 at yahoo.com. If you want the PDFs, there's 30 of them for 100. And of course, you can come up here to Fast in Kings Canyon and for consultation as well.